Yeah? There's no tension in Linda Mwananchi. The TIFA polls showed 73% of ODM supporters are with Linda Mwananchi. So we will move with them. My view as Caroli Omondi, and this is not the view of everybody, my view, that this upcoming election will be a transitional election. The problem in Parliament is captured by their political parties. We will do what we always do. We count ourselves and we divide and everybody contributes. That's how we changa. We will do what Baba did in 1996 when it became untenable for him and us to stay in Ford Kenya, which was his father's party. We left.
A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you'll be coming across this particular clip. Welcome to another episode of The Grind and Glory with me, Sarah Ibrahim. Today we are honored to have the MP for Suba South, that is Honorable Caroli Omondi. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sarah.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Thank you so much for honoring us with your time. There's a lot that has been happening in the country, and if you allow me to just dive deep with the current state of the nation, you have been very vocal when it comes to the Ebola quarantine center being set up in Kenya. Those in government are arguing that they are setting it up for our own good as Kenyans. Why do you disagree with them?
Thank you for the opportunity to explain this issue. Number one, the way the facility was set up, it has already been set up, by the way.
Okay.
It's not being set up. It has already been set up. Was not transparent. And the people of Kenya were not involved. It was done secretly. And the Kenyan people just learnt about it because of leaks in the American press. That's how they got to know. But you see, something like that should have been communicated to Kenyans and an opportunity afforded to them to give their views. But let's look at it again within the global scene. Normally when we have epidemics or outbreaks of diseases like Ebola, the global community works together on a multilateral basis under the framework of World Health Organization. Then the responses are targeted to the epicenter or the ground zero where the outbreak has started. This one is very different. It is being done far away from the epicenter on a bilateral basis and in secrecy. And you will also appreciate that it is not for Kenyans. It is for the exclusive use by Americans. Yet it is in a military facility of Kenya, which again is very unusual. Normally it doesn't work like that. And being an American facility run by their military, even the Kenyans security agencies cannot oversee it because they don't fit within the U.S. command structure.
But the Cabinet Secretary for Health, Honorable Aden Duale, said that this center is going to be used by even Kenyans. It's not exclusively for the American citizens.
Well, he said that after there was an uproar. The first communication was that it was a facility to be used by Americans. And I've explained why they need the facility here in an article published yesterday in both Nation and the Standard newspapers. You see, there's been a scramble for minerals in DRC. So there are a lot of Americans who are doing mining business in the DRC because of competition for cobalt, copper, lithium. These are minerals used in defense technologies, making of telephones, making of electric batteries, and the rest of them. So it is that group, and Trump is very strong on that. So it is that group of Americans who, when they fall sick, they will be taken to Nanyuki. And it is not for Kenyans. If it was for Kenyans, why go and hide it in Nanyuki? If it was for Kenyans, they would have put it in Nairobi. They would have put it in Kisumu. Yeah. Or they would have put it in Busia. Why hide it in a military camp in Nanyuki, where ordinary Kenyans cannot even have access? So that is just hot politics. They are trying to explain something that has gone wrong.
So are we doomed as a nation? It's a done deal? It's
a done deal. They've built it. But you see, there were even, again, what Gen Zs say they were gaslighting us by saying that they are doing it on the basis of the cooperation framework agreements. That is not true. I've read them, the 2015 and the 2025 agreements. There is nothing there that requires Kenya to build, or America to build, a facility like the one they are doing in Nanyuki. The cooperation in those agreements is for collection, transportation, handling, managing of pathogens when there's an outbreak, so that there are tests that can be done. It is for setting up laboratory systems and networks. There's nothing in those agreements. Yeah. So we even asked, on what basis did the government allow a foreign country to set up a hospital in a military facility? Yeah.
It's not allowed.
Yeah.
Still on President Ruto and his regime, they have been saying that the way the president has done an incredible job, but on the other hand, your group of Linda Mwananchi have been saying they have done a terrible job. You have been vocal about the affordable housing. Is it a good thing for Kenyans? Because if you look at they keep on saying the skyline of Nairobi is changing. We are no longer having those houses that we used to have. Look at places like Kibera. Why are you against such things?
You see, there's nothing wrong enabling people to own homes, especially the urban poor. But what is wrong is pretending to be offering a solution which in effect is not a solution. If you see what they are doing, it is a continuation of a very old philosophy called the bed space theory. When the white people came and first established the railway in this country, it was the first time they required labor. So they had to house the Africans who are working on the railway. But they employed what was called the bed space theory. They took it from South Africa, where the Boers were using it in the mines. That the Africans don't work for a long time. They come, they work for a limited period of time. They go back home. They don't come with their wives. So it is one room, a toilet, and where they can cook using firewood. That is why you see most of the estates along Jogoo Road are structured like that. So if you look at our affordable housing, the so-called affordable housing, it is just another version of that. But that is a colonial apartheid type of thinking. Housing is not a question of building brick and mortar. It's a question of incomes. If you don't improve the people's incomes, they can't live in those houses. We saw that with the decanting projects that we did in Kibra and Nyayo High Rise. Why didn't the poor people of Kibra move into them? Because their incomes did not grow up. If you are telling a poor person to go into an affordable so-called housing project in Mukuru, where they will be required to pay service charge to maintain the lifts and the lighting of the streets, and they can't afford that where they're already living. I mean, what are you telling people? So this project is wrongly conceived, and to me, it is more of selling of cement and steel for others to make money. Even the big project they've done in Ngong, does it have sewage system? No. So when all those people move, I'm lucky many people are not moving in. When they move in, where will their waste go to? The ones they've done in satellite towns are not being bought by people. So there's a lot of lack of common sense in this affordable housing project.
But the previous president, Uhuru Kenyatta, did some of those houses. Do you think it was a good idea, but the way it is being executed right now, it's where we are going wrong? Yeah,
that's why I said giving people the opportunity to own decent homes is not a bad thing, but it's how you do it. You see, the reason why Kibra exists, or why you have people in Mathare, is a function of labor supply. Because there are people who need labor to run their factories, or house helps, or to work in their places. But transportation is a problem. So the best way to help Kenyans have affordable homes is to have mass transit, affordable mass transit systems, light railways that charge very little, and then open free land around the city and put sewage and systems. Then people will build their homes, or the county governments can build them, like happens in Europe and the rest. It's a question of affordability. But to just wake up and say every free, and then most of these affordable housing projects are on land with questionable titles. The security aspects of them are a problem. And even now, we are being told there's a deficit of 118 billion. How can there be a deficit when we are paying the affordable housing levy? Because they should have just been building within the framework of the affordable levy. But the levy itself is now being consumed 10 times, and they want to borrow more. So it's just a debt trap. It's a problem. And I think we should discourage Kenyans from buying those houses, because I think when we form government, we'll discontinue that project. Because it's not making economic sense.
All right. Still on President Ruto and his regime, you have been one of the people who are very vocal when it comes to defending the Constitution. And you have said this government does not follow the Constitution. They do not obey court orders. We have had this before. When people are in opposition, they are very quick to critique the government. How different will it be if your team is going to take over?
Yes, you see, I've just, where I was before I came here, I was asked, what will we do differently? And I said two things. One of them is the rule of law. But I said, for us, our focus is on efficiency and accountability. You see, Kenyans have been taxed up to their necks. There's no more headroom left. So unless you use the resources efficiently, there will be no money for development. It means we must make sure when we do projects, they are costed properly, there's no corruption in them, they are priced fairly, there's competition, and they are delivered on time. Efficiency side. And then we procure things being very careful. We don't start projects we can't finish. First we finish what is going on instead of starting too many of them. But on the accountability side, we have to now come to the rule of law. And I agree with you, most politicians talk about these things, but when they get into office, they don't implement them. For us, I believe it is time to be different. Let a new generation or crop of leaders come and be different, because there is no headroom left to keep lying. First, I'm very happy with the young people of this country for the way they question things. They even question the answers you give them. So I'm very confident with the young people putting pressure. The room for politicians to be lying is becoming small and small. For me, and for those we work with in Linda Mwananchi, we are very committed to this, because without the rule of law, there can be no order. Today, there's a problem. People go, grab land in urban areas, create titles over titles, come with the police and force themselves in. Courts give orders that are not respected, or the same courts give the wrong orders, conflicting orders. We need to clean all this mess. And we need to be very committed about it. And I'm happy the public goodwill is there. It is now up to those who come to leadership to build on that goodwill and deliver that transformation.
Speaking of Linda Mwananchi, so many Kenyans have been asking, is it an outfit? Are they going to form a political, is it going to be in the united opposition? There are so many questions around Linda Mwananchi. If you can just clarify and tell us what Linda Mwananchi is as of now.
You see, Linda Mwananchi started as part of ODM that wanted to protect Baba's legacy. We realized some of our colleagues were running away from Baba's legacy and running away from the people. So we said, no, we cannot allow that. So that's how Linda Mwananchi started. But you see, it has grown to now embrace people who were with Baba in Azimio coalition. Remember, the ODM was part of it. That is why we have people from Jubilee, we have people from Wiper, we have people from other parties in Linda Mwananchi now. Now, going forward, we have a decision to make. Because if our colleagues who have betrayed Baba's legacy retrace their steps and they are willing to come back and be on the people's side, we can work with them to go and try and bring the change the Kenyans want. But if they keep going the way they are, talking of two-term and the rest of it, we will do what Baba did in 1996, when it became untenable for him and us to stay in Ford Kenya, which was his father's party.
Yeah.
We left and formed NDP, and we went with the people.
Okay.
So for us, we are going to stick with the people, and we are going to defend Baba's legacy and work with Baba's friends, those who have supported him. If it means staying in ODM, if that will work when we stay in ODM, that's fine. But if we can't achieve that in ODM, ODM is just a name. Yeah? Because you cannot claim to be in ODM, but you don't represent the values of ODM. If we will carry those values, and we will move on.
Okay.
And we don't have a problem working with all other people who want change in the country, wherever they come from, as long as they are committed to the change that we want.
Is there hope for ODM?
The TIFA polls showed 73% of ODM supporters are with Linda Mwananchi. So we will move with them. That is the hope ODM will have.
Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody, if they want to keep the name without the values, that's fine. They can keep the name without the values, but I don't think they'll go very far with it.
Yeah.
Because what sustains a party and support base of people is the values, the promises, the aspirations you carry along. But that's how we want to go. Yeah.
The Linda Ground are also arguing that the Linda Mwananchi right now is being funded by the retired President, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta. Is that the case? That is a lot of lie. You see, Linda Ground first has failed to lift off the ground. Wamekwama. Because kwa ground.
Yes, hawajatoka kwa ground. Because the bell is too heavy, you know?
Yeah.
You know, we are playing, for it to take off, you must have the right weight.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ukora huko. So they've not lifted off the ground.
Yeah.
Now, they've been saying that we are being funded by the retired president. That is a lie.
Yeah.
Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is the chairman of Azimio. Yeah?
Yes.
That is the interface that I have with him, because I'm the Secretary General of Azimio. Other than that, tomorrow, see, we are planning a rally. We will be in Thika on 14th of this month, which is this coming Sunday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we are meeting in the morning.
As the Linda Mwananchi?
As Linda Mwananchi.
Okay.
The budget will be presented for the Thika rally.
Yeah.
We will do what we always do. We count ourselves and we divide and everybody contributes. Okay. That's how we changa. Sisi ni we changa.
Hakuna
yes.
And
people have donated a lorry here, a truck here. Others will tomorrow say, okay, for Thika, I have a friend who can do this, or I've done this, or I'll do this. We just changa amongst ourselves because we don't pay people to come to our rallies. So we must make sure we have sound system. If there's going to be a stand, we will pay for the stand. The advanced team that will go. And of course, we must have a few security guys for control of crowd. There's even a person who has donated an ambulance to us. We always have some ambulances, you'll see. They are donated. Yes, nobody...
No one is coming in, another politician.
And we want to do it the Obama style, organic funding. Yes, because we don't want to be beholden to political interests. But Uhuru is not that. They just want to spoil his name. He's not doing it.
Those who are arguing that are saying the likes of Pauline Njoroge, who is always in the Linda Mwananchi campaigns wherever you go. That's why some of them are insinuating that the retired President Uhuru Kenyatta is the one funding Linda Mwananchi.
But you see, Pauline Njoroge was in Azimio. Wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
She supported Baba. And she's one of the brave women to have come forward. I'm happy that when we go to Thika, there'll be others who are coming. Yeah, you'll be surprised. I don't want to announce here.
So we'll be on the lookout.
Very good ones who are coming.
Okay.
And I believe more women will come. You see, we have people from Wiper in Azimio. Are you saying Kalonzo is funding us? We have people from Jubilee in Azimio. Yeah? We have people in Azimio who are independent, elected independently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they are also in Linda Mwananchi. So
It's because you are like-minded. Are you? Is it?
Yes.
Is it because you guys are coming together to chase President Ruto home, or is it because your values align?
We are together in Linda Mwananchi, one, because all of us, or majority of us, had a accord with Baba at different times, in ODM or in Azimio. Yes, so that is the first thing that brought us together. The second thing that has brought us together is that we feel this country needs some very heavy change. And we don't see that change coming from Ruto's government. So we want to deliver that change. We want to work with the people to deliver that change.
Okay.
That's why we are together. Yes.
There are those who are also arguing that the Linda Mwananchi is not going to last for long. As it is, there are rumors that there is some fighting, some pulling here and there in Linda Mwananchi. Is that true?
You see, yesterday, there was a headline, egos and I don't know what, eh?
Yeah.
If you saw the headline and then you read the story, they didn't go together. The headline was for what in media you guys call for sales.
Yeah,
clickbait. It is called what bait?
Clickbait.
Clickbait,
Yeah.
yes. It was a headline designed to interest the person.
Yeah.
It was like what I tell people, like the miniskirt. Eh?
Yeah.
It is long enough to cover the substance, but short enough to arouse interest. So that was the headline.
Yeah.
So that headline was to make you buy the paper. But when you went to the story, it was different. Yeah. There's no tension in Linda Mwananchi. What is happening is people are asking the questions you're asking, where do we go?
Yeah.
And even amongst ourselves, everybody is expressing themselves that if we can wrestle ODM from them, do we go with ODM or do we forget about ODM and move? Who do we work with? How do we work there? Majority of the people have told us, as Linda Mwananchi, wherever we go, we must have our own vehicle. And that will happen.
Okay.
That vehicle will either be ODM or it will be a new outfit. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in the Linda Mwananchi, do we expect to see one of you being a flag bearer or a running mate? Because there are also the polls that have been there that Sifuna is going to deputize Kalonzo, or he's going to deputize Honorable Matiang'i. Is that the case? Do we expect to see any of you from Linda Mwananchi in the presidential?
I want to give this assurance to Kenyans. In political contest, don't be worried as to how many people declare they want to run. If you remember, in 2007, in ODM, Ruto declared he was running, Raila declared he was running, Joe Nyaga declared he was running, Balala declared he was running. There were so many people who declared they were running. Eventually they settled on one. Musalia Mudavadi was also there. Go further, 2002. There were different presidential candidates, Charity Ngilu, Mwai Kibaki, the late Wamalwa. But eventually they agreed. So when you hear people saying now, whether in Linda Mwananchi or United Opposition, that they are going to run, that should not worry you.
Yeah.
Yes, that should not worry you. Now, for us as Linda Mwananchi, of course we are going to, we will have our presidential flag bearer.
Okay.
Who will go to the table to negotiate with the others. Yes, and we know what we want. Yes.
Is it going to be Sifuna? Is it going to be Sifuna or Caroli Omondi or Babu? Or
no, I have no presidential ambitions.
Okay, that's very clear
Babu
now.
does not have presidential ambitions as yet.
Okay.
Yes, he wants to run for governor of Nairobi.
So is it going to be Sifuna?
Osotsi wants to run for governor of Vihiga.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's going to be Sifuna?
Yes, has he said so?
Yeah.
The people have said so. It's not him.
Yeah.
The people, you saw the last TIFA poll, 10% would like him to be president. Has he announced anyway he wants to be president? But we have to respond. The people are giving us a signal. Yes. My view as Caroli Omondi, and this is not the view of everybody, my view, that this upcoming election will be a transitional election. So there'll be a lot of compromises made by various political formations.
Okay.
So the young people must be ready to compromise with the established politicians. The established politicians must be ready to compromise with the young people. Because it is only through that compromise that we will create enough energy to deliver the change that we want. So it is going to be what you call an amalgam of different groups with different aspirations, but synchronized. Yeah, it will not be one group leaving the other behind. Yes.
And for the young people, their biggest worry or concern right now is, if you look at the united opposition, some of the political figures have been part of the government.
Yes.
Are we going to have a repeat the same cycle? Because we hear politicians, today they're in opposition, they're speaking a different language.
Yeah.
The next moment they're in government, they're speaking a totally different language. Is it going to be the same cycle, or do we need a complete overhaul, new politicians to come in for us to have a change?
You see, it is when you have a complete change, when you discard the old and everything, that's called a revolution.
Yeah.
Yes. But transition ones is always a mixture. Then another generation takes over. Now, that is why I'm saying we all have to compromise during this election.
Yeah.
Everybody will get a piece of what they want. And hopefully all the pieces will work for Kenya. But I don't think we should blame some politicians that they've been in the scene for too long. I think we should look at their character and record. But most importantly, character. I think that's very important. Character is very, very important in this case. And we should see, you know, you need to understand, Baba was in politics for a very long time, but he never sold his values. He carried them all through.
Yeah.
So if you want to use longevity as an excuse to knock out somebody, you'd have knocked him.
Yeah.
But the fights he was having were not easy fights, and they took a long time to deliver the fruits. So you have to look at someone's character and record. I think that should be the key, not how long they've been in politics. Yeah.
Earlier you spoke about the government not respecting court orders. As Linda Mwananchi, are you worried for your safety? Because recently we saw Governor Orengo, James Orengo, his security was withdrawn. A few days later he was attacked while he was in Homa Bay. How does that make you feel as the people of Linda Mwananchi?
You see, all of us have been attacked in one way or the other. Some are known publicly, some are not. And you've seen they've attacked our rallies. Senator Osotsi was attacked in Kisumu.
Yeah.
Orengo was attacked in Homa Bay. First, Orengo's visit, he went to Suba actually. He was on along the lake.
Okay.
So his first stop was in Bitter Point, which was very successful. Then he went to a place called Sindo, which was even bigger. He was attacked on his way out back to Kisumu when he was passing through Homa Bay town.
Yeah.
When he was just about to enter Homa Bay town is when some goons had been placed there. They blocked the road, they threw stones at his vehicles and injured 2 of his boys, and he went through. Now, that is old politics. Are you going to attack 50 million Kenyans?
No.
Yeah? So, and you see it is intimidation, but we will not fall for it. We've been at this for so long. I mean, we've been at this for so long. We are not going to be intimidated.
Yeah.
That is why when they throw tear gas at us in rallies, we say, weka blanketi na ya maji.
Zima kama.
Kama hiyo. Then we continue.
Yeah.
Yes, we are not going to be intimidated. Yeah.
And talking of using of goons, we have recently seen that goons are used everywhere. How do you speak to that? Because it's a worrying trend for us as common Mwananchi. If that's how people are going to deal with the political issues, then where does that leave our safety? Yeah,
you see, I've spoken a lot about these goons, if you look at my record in Bunge. Yeah. And I've been warning politicians that this is how Haiti broke down. In Haiti, there was a family, Duvalier family. And to hold on to power, the Papa Doc, the older one, created a militia called Tuntun Makuts. When the police now said, we can't do your dirty political work, he created these gangs to intimidate his opponents. And his son continued with that when he took over Baby Doc. When you create these militias or these goons, and you pay them for a day or 2, the week that you don't pay them, they turn to crime. And they become a problem for everybody.
Yeah.
So I've been telling people, stop this. And actually the government has to come out deliberately to break out these goons. And you can see they're becoming more bold and more bold. You saw what happened in Kisumu.
Yes.
Some of the Linda Ground events, they've now become goonfests because they are the ones who rely mostly on these people.
Yeah.
Pay them. And these people are not stupid. They've realized we are being used, but we are also being shortchanged.
Yeah.
Because they know we are vulnerable, because they've created a situation to make us vulnerable. They steal from us, then they come and give us back the money to do this dirty job. So they take the money, pretend to be doing whatever you are doing, and then they move on to other things.
Yeah.
It is not a good practice, and it will become a problem. There must be deliberate government effort to get away from this. And politicians should stop. I don't believe in goons. I don't like to enter even a public function with people following me.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't like that.
That's very clear even
And
today when you came for your
yes, you saw even when I came here. I don't like those habits. Even when I'm in my constituency and I'm going to a funeral,
Yeah.
I don't like people following me. And they used to ask me why. And I told them it's bad manners. I can go and see a dead body, view a dead body on my own.
Yeah.
Why do I need 50 people surrounding me? Why do I need to drive? Why should people hang on my vehicle?
No
It's
need.
just bad manners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We recently also saw some people from the UDA function talking of there'll be rigging in the next election. Does that worry you as Caroli Omondi and as Linda Mwananchi?
Yes, of course. You have to pay attention to those allegations because we have had a history of some rigged elections.
Yeah.
And also, there'll be attempts. But the way they rig these days is different from the old times.
Yeah.
The old times, you know, we did not have BVR, EVID, and the rest of them. Right now, they do mostly voter suppression. They make sure there's violence or some polling stations mishandled and things like that. But the story that even if you vote against us, we will still rig and win, is meant to discourage you. So don't buy it, don't fall for it. What we are going to do, we understand how the voting is done. We are going to engage with IBC. We know there'll be 55,000 polling stations. We will geo-reference them. We will geo-fence them. We will put our agents on them, Gen Zs with smartphones. We will count that vote within the first 1 hour after 6 p.m. It will be announced at the polling station. It will be transmitted to our command center. We will announce it. And we will put 5 million people in Nairobi to make sure the winner is declared. So they will not intimidate us with those threats. They will not steal our votes. That one I'm assuring you.
With also the by-elections that have happened,
Yes.
are there an indicator of what it's going to happen in 2027, or is it just for testing grounds as it is?
You see, UDA likes to hype about these by-elections.
Yeah.
Let's take the Mbere one. Mbere, if you see what I said, that Mbere, when it comes to MP and MCAs, they vote along clan lines. And whoever wins that seat wins with very narrow margins. Even when the Right Honorable Justin Muturi was MP for Mbere,
Yeah.
the former speaker,
Yeah.
he won by, I think, 1,000 votes. Yeah?
Yeah.
And this guy won by 400. Yeah? The Honorable Mthende.
Yes.
Yeah? But in that election, there was no voting in some polling stations. True or not true?
True.
Yes, voter suppression. So that we understand. But when it comes to the presidential vote, those who voted around different candidates vote in one direction. That is Mbere for you.
Yeah.
Malava, they've had a long record of always siding with the government. Even with Raila, we tried and tried, but we could never crack it.
Yeah.
Yeah? But this last election, you couldn't have called it fair. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because the opposition candidate, Panyako, was attacked,
Yeah.
was blocked from voting. There was a lot of violence. Those are isolated cases. And in any event, for the resources that UDA used in Mbere
Yeah.
and Malava and the results that they got, it should tell you that there's a lot of resistance. Olkalau will tell us a different story. And that is the proper election to watch. Yes.
I've also heard you mention of Olkalau that you intend on having one candidate against the UDA candidate. Is that possible?
Yes, we have encouraged the parties that are in the opposition, DCP, Jubilee, and Renaissance,
Yeah.
that they should find a way of giving out now the clear instruction that they have one candidate.
Okay.
So that, you know, as Linda Mwananchi, we don't want to go there and take sides.
Yeah.
But if there's one person For the opposition, it's easy. We will go and campaign for that person, and I'm very sure we will win all Kalau. Yes.
Are you confident with the current IEBC as it is today? Are they going to deliver a free and fair election come 2027?
You know, I was the chair of Constitutional Implementation Committee, and I did work with the current members of IEBC on the electoral roadmap. And I was very clear to them that they came into office with very low public confidence. We were very frank with each other. And we told them, we will support you. We will do everything it takes as a committee, parliamentary committee, to give you a chance to win the public confidence. Show us how you want to do it. So they gave us a roadmap. They were very engaged with us. And for me, even though Kenyans are skeptical about them, but I don't want us to spend too much time on how they came in. I want us to spend time engaging with them on the plan to deliver free, fair, and credible elections. And we interrogate that plan. And we see the first important thing, and I said in Parliament last week when we were approving the budget, let the money be released on time to IEBC to procure technology, election technology. We don't want Smartmatic as opposition, and we will not allow it. So we want IEBC to start the procurement process now for the new technology. We interrogate that new technology. We want to interrogate the register now, audit it, see that it is clean. We want to understand how the transmission will be done, how the votes will be counted and declared at the polling station, how the agents will work. The geo-referencing I was telling you, every polling station, we want to know the GPS number. Yes, and we see how, so that we don't have schools that don't exist being polling stations. You understand? So these are the things I want us to work on with IEBC. So instead of focusing on how they came or whether they had credibility or not, let us focus on what is to be done. And see whether they live up to their calling.
Okay. All right. As we wind up, Mhesh, there is the issue of, for the longest time, the current parliament, which you also sit in, has been criticized, and it has been called, for lack of a better word, the rubber stamp for this government. How does that make you feel? And also, for some Kenyans, they felt like, you know what, enough is enough. Maybe Parliament should go ahead and impeach President Ruto. Is that even possible?
You see, I've always cracked the joke that probably we were unlucky. You know, number 13, we are the 13th Parliament.
Yes. So
I'm wondering whether 13 has something to do with us. Anyway, the public does not have a lot of trust in us as a parliament. They think we have not pulled our weight. For me, what I ask people, go and look at my record. Because we are all elected individually there.
Yes.
You have to do your part. It is true, and I've complained, that there is not just state capture of parliament, that the executive has captured part of parliament. The problem in parliament is capture by their political parties. Because our political parties control so many aspects of an MP's life in parliament that an MP cannot be himself or herself. And they confuse what is party and what is public interest. You see, in Kenya, political parties are not elected. In South Africa, you elect political parties. There's no individual elected in South Africa. You vote for A and C. In Kenya, you elect individuals who have agreed to maybe associate in a name. So, when you go to parliament in Kenya, your party should understand the mandate is yours, not theirs. Yes. But they think the mandate is theirs. They don't understand that constitutional construct. Those who have been elected as independent are not afforded equal opportunity in that house. And the political parties are also in another conspiracy. Do you know how much money the political parties are claiming under the political party funding? 70 billion. Political parties are private members' clubs. They are not different from Gor Mahia. They think they are important. They are not different. Why should state coffers give political parties 70 billion? Will there be free election when you want to compete with somebody with 70 billion?
No.
So I've even told them, as MPs, we should reduce the political party funding and limit it to election expenses so that everybody has equal opportunity to campaign. But you see, they don't see it that way, because they want that money. You see, ODM is claiming 12 billion.
Yeah.
Jubilee, I think, is claiming 18 billion. I don't know who is claiming 21 billion.
Yeah.
What kind of nonsense is that? When people can't, there's no money for hospitals, there's no money for school fees. You want to give that money to political clubs?
Yeah.
That's a lot of nonsense. So there's a lot of work, mental work we still have to do, even as politicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you generally agree, as much as people will look at you as an individual, Honorable Caroli Omondi, but collectively as the 13th Parliament, have you failed the people?
No, I think our scorecard is not very good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm very frustrated because we've brought so many private members' bills that have not seen the light of day in that house. I've also complained on the floor of the house that we waste a lot of time. You'll find the leadership, minority, majority, talking for endless time about irrelevancies, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arsenal's win.
Yes, Arsenal's win, or some political event that happened somewhere.
Yeah.
Things that are irrelevant. If you spend time and you compare what happens in the House of Commons, or you look at Parliament in Australia or in Canada,
Yeah.
those kind of things don't work. Yes, but here, somebody can lecture us in that house 10 minutes, he sits down, he comes again for another 10 minutes because they're in leadership, but saying absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it's very frustrating. Yeah, very, very frustrating.
All right.
So there's a lot of reform we need there.
That needs to be done.
Yeah.
All right. Your parting shot to Kenyans, even as you head to Thika this 14th?
Is to invite all Kenyans to come to Thika on 14th of June, which is next Sunday, for Linda Mwananchi rally, so that we have a very good conversation. Because you see, lately, the Milimas, there's been a political attempt to profile the people of Milima.
Yeah.
We want to debunk that. We want to show them no. Yes, we want one Kenya for everybody. So we want to go there. After that, we will go to Meru to re-emphasize the message.
Okay.
Then after that, we will go to Kisii and Homa Bay. And I also want to appeal to people of Olkalau. Do us proud. You know what to do.
They already know what to do.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Mahesh. And hopefully we can have you again and again. We shall be on the lookout. And also we hope and pray that in Parliament something is going to be done, because you're the only hope for Kenyans. You're our voice when it comes to channeling what the people in the ground are saying. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you to you for watching. See you on the next one.